It's all about science. Join me, Dr. K, my sidekick Nash, and our very own superhero, Eureka Girl, as we explore superpowers such as...
What's happening?
Electricity manipulation, regeneration, water manipulation, invulnerability, and many more in our brand new series, Make Me a Super.
It's when the water goes whoosh and make things go whoosh.
In today's episode, one phenomenal pair attempts to make waves across the world, literally.
Now, I'm one step closer.
Don't say it.
Meanwhile, Dr. K takes a lesson from Eureka Girl in what appears to be Tai Chi.
I told you, I'm no villain. Or am I?
Find your core, your inner well of peace. Water is soft but also strong. Think your breaths, you're pulling in and out, up and down. You're building up to it. Pull in and deep breath. Now push.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Doc, don't take lessons from a car too. No offense, EG.
I'll decide if I take offense. I don't know what you're doing wrong, Kay. You see, I pull in and out, and I am one with the water. The water is one with me.
I'll tell you what's the problem. You're living in a multi-dimensional world with rules and physics.
But just imagine, Nash, if I could be like Aquaman or the waterbenders in Avatar. I mean, the world is 71% water. I would have control of over 71% of the world!
Okay, I'm sounding a little bit like an evil villain now.
That's not really what I meant. And besides, I don't really have it in me to be a villain.
No, you don't. But how do they control it, though?
No one really bothers to explain it. I mean, Aquaman is the king of the seas, king of the Atlantic.
But the king of the seas, though, or queen of the seas?
No, which is why I'm learning...
Because science, K. Okay, let's try a different approach. First, you need to understand waves more. Besides, I can already make waves.
And how are you going to do that?
Cannonball!
Wait, that's not even... Oh, you're not even dressed for it. Oh, well, I guess if you don't beat him, you join him. Geronimo!
Done cannonballing to a pool? We have arrived at NUS to meet Dr. Vivian Chua to learn more about waves and how to start them.
Hi, Dr. Vivian.
Hello.
I'm Dr. K and this is Nash.
Hello. Hi. Let me show you the place.
Dr. Vivian Chua is an engineer who studies and creates her own wave patterns.
So, Dr. Vivian, can you tell us how waves work?
Yes, I'll be happy to.
So, what are we looking at, Dr. Vivian?
I know. A huge tank. And a long one, too.
We call this big tank a flume. In particular, this is a wave flume in the lab.
Awesome.
Righto. So, do you use it to measure waves?
Yes, the waves are generated from a mechanical wave maker at one end of the flume. The wave maker is controlled with a computer.
So with these, could I accidentally create a huge freaky wave? One that could potentially wipe out the whole world? Like Mega tsunami?
I'm afraid it does not work like that. Do you know what waves are made of?
Of course. It's when the water goes whoosh and make things go whoosh.
Waves are movement of water on the surface, but the waves alone aren't what make things move.
Huh? What do you mean?
Waves are quite different from currents, and what really move things forward are really currents.
Currents and waves aren't the same thing.
Let me show you what I mean. Follow me. This is a current flume with water that moves from one side to the other. I'm going to put something into the flume and you just have to watch and see.
How about this?
Why is that in there?
You never know when a mini basketball comes in handy.
I'm going to put this right in.
Whoa! It moves pretty fast.
Down a river.
I heard you say earth.
I said river.
Remember what you have seen? Let's go back to take a look at the wave flume now. Previously, we saw a flume with just a current, and now this is a wave flume with no current. One of the main differences is that the water doesn't go anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Take a look at the water. We're using a wave maker to generate waves at a regular interval.
Whoa. That's so cool.
Nash, do you have anything you'd like to put into the water?
Wait a second. Okay. Boing.
Dr. K and Nash, watch the ball closely.
Whoa! Wait a second. Why isn't the ball moving at all? And why did it move faster in the current flume? What's happening?
Waves are not the same as currents. Waves transfer energy, not matter. These waves are basically movement of the water on the surface, like a kallang wave, in which people stand up and the wave looks like it's moving, but nobody is actually leaving their seats. With the regular waves, the movement of the water particles underneath the surface is either circular or elliptical. The water particles are actually staying at the same spot, even though the water appears to be moving forward. On the other hand, a current is basically a whole body of water moving forward.
Yes, I feel so enlightened. So wave doesn't really mean that the wave is moving forward. So
If I wanted to bend water like Katara or Aquaman, technically I'm not making waves but making...
Karen.
I'm no comic book expert, but that sounds about right.
Whoa. My world has been washed upside down.
Up next. I told you, I'm no villain. Or am I? And so, the pair's quest to take over 71% of the world continues.
I'm not sure I'm liking this side of UK.
I told you, I'm no villain. Or am I?
She's nuts.
I'm kidding. Anywho, the long walk back gave me a thought.
And what's that?
Sound travels through water better than it does through air, right?
Yup.
So I was thinking maybe we could use the vibration of sound to make it look like we're bending water literally.
Not sure I'm following.
You will in a bit. Hi, yes, this is Dr K calling in. I'll need a super helper to help get me some things. I'll need some speakers, some amplifiers, a whole bunch of tape, and a hose. Yes, everything right now.
There's just no way that...
Thank you, Super Helper.
What in Krypton's name?
Okay, so Nash, do you have any idea what I'm thinking of now?
Not quite.
Sometimes I wonder how you can possibly be a boy genius. What I was thinking of was using the vibration of sound...
I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of using the vibration of sound traveling through water to make it look like water is bending, right?
Finally. All right, so what we've got here is an old beat-up but working speaker, a hose, and a roll of tape. Oh, and we'll also need a camera to capture the bending.
So if I got this right, we place the hose over the woofer and then rig up the speaker and the amplifier to a tone-generating software.
And over here, we've got a tone-generating software that we've downloaded into our smartphone. I'm just gonna hook that up. Let's start by securing the hose.
But we need to make sure that the hose is nice and comfy right in the front of the source of the sound.
Yep, so right about here.
Tape.
Okay, and now we're gonna hook up the amplifier to generate a greater power output to the speaker.
And done.
Easy peasy, and now we're ready to go.
What?
All we need to do now is to hook it up to a tap, and bada bing, bada boom, we're ready to flow.
Where's your sense of spectacle, okay? We're talking about water bending. I think we need a nice open space to try this out. Come on, let's go. Let's go. The great outdoors!
Yes! And since we've got all this space, I've asked our super helper to prop up the speakers so we can have a better view of the water bending. Great thinking about the outdoors.
Told you I'm a genius.
Sure. Whatever, float your boat.
Anyways, let's turn on the tap and switch on the amplifier and...
Huh. Oh, I forgot something! The tone generator. Sorry. Okay, and ready, Nash?
Ready!
Let it flow!
Is it working, Kay?
Theoretically, I like to say it is, but let's check the camera.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it works, Nash!
Cool.
Let's increase the volume. Whoa!
Cool.
We're bending water. Oh my stars.
Awesome. Whoa. Cool.
Do I get a wave of applause, Nash?
Okay, calm down, okay?
Might I be closer to controlling 71% of the world?
Okay, hang on, okay?
I'm kidding, jeez.
No, I was trying to say this. Hang on, okay? How does that work?
Basically, by placing the hose in front of the speaker, the vibrations coming from the speaker cause the hose to vibrate in a certain pattern, which in turn cause the water flowing out of it to vibrate in the same way as well. Specifically, we played a 25 Hz sine wave using the tone-generating software, which caused the water flowing out to create these cool wave patterns.
But why can't we see with our naked eye?
Aha! So the camera was shooting at 25 frames per second, meaning it's taking 25 photos per second to make up the video you see. Meanwhile, the sound we were playing was a 25 Hz sine wave, meaning that its waves have 25 cycles in a second. Therefore, at every 1/25th of a second, the vibration of the sound wave is always at the same specific point. And because the camera is taking a picture at every 1/25th of a second, it manages to capture the wave at this same point in every single picture it takes. This gives the water the illusion that it's not moving and is bending on the camera. Our eyes don't see this because we experience the world at a much higher frame rate than a camera.
Aha! So when we adjusted the volume, the peaks of the wave change, causing the water to change its vibrations too.
Correctissimo. Now I'm one step closer.
Don't say it. Controlling 71% of the world. Help! You ready, Kay?
Up next.
Thank you for the surprise, Nash.
Yikes! Let's put some red.
And some yellow.
I'm really sensing a hint of villainy from you, Kay. It's not right. This show is all about heroes.
Just go with the flow, Nash. Ooh. Got milk?
Hold on, Kay. This is for science, not to quench your big old thirst.
What, we're gonna bend milk? I guess it's a liquid. And if I were a true waterbender,
Technically, yes. You've been so caught up with your 71% of the world hoo-ha, I think it's time we do something on a smaller scale.
okay, fine. What's up?
So we got some food dye, some detergent, and a big dish.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Or do you now?
Yeah, we're gonna...
Shh! Don't ruin the surprise.
All right.
Okay, our first step is to put some milk into it.
And now, for the next step, we're going to drop in some pretty food coloring.
But first, let's wear some gloves so we don't stain our hands. Two for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's put some red.
And some yellow.
Some green.
And some blue.
Okay, that's enough. Good gravy, woman.
I care not for your judgment.
Anyway, now for our last step, let's dip our finger into the detergent. And ready, Kay?
Okay. Let it flow.
Oh! I did it!
Whoa! Look at that. I've got the power. Golly gee, we did it, Nash.
I know, right? Isn't she a beauty?
A true work of art. It's just wow. We managed to make the dye disperse. Water manipulation, or rather, food coloring manipulation.
Water's fair because this has a certain amount of water, and milk is approximately 87% water.
All right. Numbers for another time. What we all want to know is how this works.
Yes. While milk is mostly water, it's also made up of other things, including proteins and bits of fat. And these fats and proteins are highly sensitive to any changes in the milk. Food coloring is less dense than milk, which allows it to float on the surface. Detergent is kinda crazy. On one end, it's hydrophilic, meaning it mixes with water, but on the other end, it's hydrophobic and doesn't mix with water. So, when the detergent was added, the fat molecules were moved in all kinds of directions as the hydrophobic ends rushed to form bonds with them. The hydrophilic guys ate the movement of the insoluble fats and hydrophobic ends in the milk. Amidst this, the food coloring was pushed aside and its colors made it easy to track these interactions. And that's that. Make-believe water manipulation.
I'm impressed. A wave of applause for you. You get 11% of the world at one-day control.
11% only.
Aha! And you kept saying that I was being villainous.
No, I didn't want to.
I'm just pulling your leg, buddy.
Why do you make me do such things? I can't fathom why.
That's because we're best buddies, partners in crime. I mean, heroism. We'll ride any wave together.
Speaking of waves, let's go ride some.
Here in Singapore?
Yep, come on.
Quit seahorsing around, Kay.
Oh, sorry. I was just imagining.
You ready, Kay?
Yeah. Thank you for the surprise, Nash.
Yikes.
Okay, come on. Let's go, Kay.
You go first.
You go first.